Welcome back to Safer Tanya. Okay, February, we got a lot of ground to cover. The last video we made was Tuesday, so we're going to be doing Wednesday and Thursday now in this video. It is already Friday morning, 12:27 a.m. in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. So technically today is the 4th of Nisan, Yom Shishi, the 4th of Nisan, 5784. And we're going to go and continue where we left off on Wednesday's portion. So we're going to do Wednesday and Thursday. We'll start with Wednesday for the 2nd of Nisan. We're doing daily study of Tanya, the daily portion of Tanya, which is found on Chabad.org daily study. That's where we're learning from that particular website, Chabad.org daily study. And let's jump right in. Okay, so what we've been speaking about is the soul's repast in the next world will depend on how it served the Hashem in this world. So when a soul serves Hashem with intellectually generated fear and love, so that soul repasts in the light of Hashem in the next world, in the world of Bria, the world of creation. And when the soul doesn't accomplish that feat, but rather serves Hashem with naturally generated fear and love, meaning it's inherent, it's natural to it, and it serves Hashem on that level. That's the world of Yetzirah formation, and that will repose in that world, in the next world. Okay, so let's just continue right on with the continuation, which will be Wednesday. So here we say the reward of the Alter Rebbe now begins. Behold, schar mitzvah, mitzvah. The reward of a mitzvah is a mitzvah. Perush, meaning. Shemischara neda muhusa madregata. That its reward is known. Shemischara neda, that its reward is known. Muhusa, from its muhus umadregata, from its essence and its level. We don't concern ourselves with hidden matters, meaning what? Shem tzaddikim gedolim, regarding the great tzaddikim, Shem bechinas merkava. They're on the level of merkava. We spoke about that yesterday. Raka nigalot lanu, only that we concern ourselves with that which is revealed to us. And after the things that are revealed to us, every man should pursue that. This should go after that. Meaning to say, only those levels of divine service which may and ought to be attained by every Jew. Okay, so let's continue. Later, one must know, later ne'emana, uhusa madrega avodah savaya b'tchil urhimu b'tchil liboi, nim shachod min abina b'das b'gdulas intzoparacho. So we concern ourselves with that which is revealed to us, to know with certainty with the essence and level of the service of Hashem, with fear and love, which is revealed in the heart. That, sorry, one second. Okay, so we concern ourselves with that which is revealed to us, to know certainly that the essence and level of the service of Hashem in fear and love, which is in the revelation in the heart, is drawn from Bina and Das. It's drawn from a person's intellectual understanding and knowing and the greatness of the Infinite One. And regarding that level, we said that level is motivated by that choice, intellectually driven fear and love. That's the world of Bria. Mekoimo by Yud Spheres de Bria, like we said, it from its place in the Yud Spheres of Bria. So that's why the souls reside and repose in the afterlife in the world of Bria, because the level of service was on that level from the 10 spheres of Bria. And then we also should know that the avoda that the service in fear and love, which is natural in the mind, that place is in the Yud spheres de Yitzira. That place is in the 10 spheres of Yitzira. This is how we open today's. The preface that I gave is this part of Tanya right now. But avoda bli hitararu tihilud himu afilu b'moko b'bukinas gilui, but the service without an arousal of fear and love, even in the mind, in a way of revelation, right? If you don't have a revelation of fear and love, at least in the mind, not to mention the heart, that daido meaning to say what? The oirer ahava to be eat, we said to awaken the actual love which is hidden in the heart, to bring it out from the recesses, from the hiddenness and the recesses of the heart. Elagiloi to a revealed way, I feel even in the mind, without lumos and the recesses of belief over the heart of Kopanim at least. So if let's say a person does not do that, okay, but what does he do instead? Raki Nisheret. Rather, it remains misutera believe hidden in the heart, kadolta, like in its birth, like it was before serving Hashem. Let's see the note here. If instead the person the serves in a way that the love remains hidden in the heart, like in its native state, kadolta, like he was born, as it was before serving Hashem, when it was definitely concealed, not expressing itself in divine service. If the love is similarly hidden when he engages in divine service, and the mitzvahs that he does are in no way affected by the love, right? He's doing Torah mitzvahs without love. Then, in any revealed love, nothing. There's no work to awaken and make revealed the love. No arousal of that. So then what happens? This service, Nishar Lamata, remains below. But in the world of separation, which is called Chitzonius, which is called the externalness of the worlds, as opposed to the internalness of the worlds. The ain and it has no power to go up. To be included. In the unity of Hashem. It has no power to go up and be included in the unity of Hashem, which are the 10 spheres of Kedusha. Including, like it says in the without fear and love, it doesn't go up, it doesn't fly up above. Lo yachla less the salka lamekam kadam havaya, and it cannot rise to stand for Hashem. The final note of today's Tanya, which today meaning Wednesday, we're doing Wednesday, as explained at length further on, love and fear are the wings of one's divine service. Lacking the wings, it cannot soar aloft. Powerful Tanya, that was Wednesday. Let's take it right into Thursday in the same video. Okay, so let's continue the thoughts. All right, so in summary, we said this actually, we mentioned this before and previously. So you have serving Hashem with an intellectually driven and a choice-driven creation of love and fear due to actively and willingly contemplating on Hashem's greatness. And that creates and gives birth to love and fear in the mind and heart. That's the world of Bria. or if it's not fully in that level, that you at least reveal the hidden love of God that you have in your heart, the hidden fear and love you have in the heart. It's already there. You don't have to create it, but rather reveal it. Then that's the level of zero. And if you don't awaken either, you don't awaken fear and love of Hashem at all, so it stays down here. It doesn't soar aloft to be united with Hashem, and it remains in the world of Purud. It says it's now, today. Thursday rather. We're going to do Thursday. Fahidu, meaning what we just said. Afilu, meaning even he. I'm not saying that he's serving Hashem shalom lishma for some other reason. We're not saying that. Lishum ezi shalom, that he's serving Hashem for some ulterior motive, and that's why it doesn't stand before Hashem. We're not saying that. But rather, what are we saying? Why is it not going up? Because, like the pasuk says, "V'tiyeh yiratam osi mitzvah nashim mulumada," that the pasuk says that their fear of me is the like commandments that are done by a rote, or that people do as they were trained when they were kids. Pirish, what does it mean? Machamas hergel, due to the habit, shuhuragal mikatnuto, that he's habituated to from his childhood. Vihagilu, and he's accustomed to Vilimdoi Aviv Rabbi, Vihagilu Vilimdoi Aviv Rabbi, rather he was habituated and trained from his father and his rabbi. He was trained to fear Hashem and to serve him. Ve'eno oizik lishma mamash, but he's not really doing it for his name's sake, literally lishma, for his sake. Literally, when you can say for his name Shema, it's like Shem. But rather, what's happening? But rather, Lishma Mamash, Yeshua Velo Yitaradu, Tehilu Rahimu Atavid Akapanim. When you're serving Hashem, literally you're serving it for Hashem, so it's not possible to serve Hashem without arousing fear and love, at least the natural fear of love. Zion, to bring them the Hester alay from the hiddenness of the heart, Elyakeem, to a revealed state of Moyak, loosely boy in the mind and in the recesses of the heart. I'll call upon him at least. Key, because Elyakeem came. כך אי אפשר לעשות לשמו יסבורך באמת למלוא רצונו לבד בלי זיכרון והתעוררות אהבתו ויראתו כלל בבואו ומחשבתו ותעמוס ליבו על כל פנים. Beautiful sentence, that because כמו שאין אדם, just like a man is אין אדם עושה דבר, does not do something בשביל חברו, for the sake of his friend, למלוא רצונו, to fulfill his will, except if he loves or fears him. Elyakeem Abato, we get him a menu. If he doesn't love or fear him, then he's not going to do it. So too, it's not possible. So lishma, to do for his name's sake. It's part of blessed be he. The MS in truth, to fill his will alone. It will not be able to do it. Believes Zikaron without remembering, Vitarudut, and arousing Avato Virato, his love and fear. Klal, to some degree, he has to arouse love of him and fear of him to some degree in his mind and in his thoughts. But Lumoish Libo, in the recesses of his heart, upon him at least. And also and also love alone is not called by the term avodah, work. It's not called without at least a lower level of fear. What is that lower level of fear? Shehi Musutera believe that lower level of fear is hidden in the heart of all the Jewish people. Shehi Musutera believe that it's hidden in the heart in the Jewish people. Kamoshit comment like we're going to talk about later. This concludes Thursday. Pieces are not very long right now, so we're kind of moving right through it. And Friday, which is actually Friday, 12:43 in the morning. So let's just roll right through and continue learning and understanding what the author Rebbe is teaching us. So, so we see you have to arouse some fear and love in order to serve Hashem lishma. I know a lot of times we use the word lishma to mean for its own sake, but literally Hashem is name and Shema it's his name. So you could say that this term lishma refers to his namesake. It's another way of saying it. In any case, let's get right back to the author Rebbe and continue the process over here. Kusha Asek, Shabbat Lishma Mamash, and when he's working, not for himself, namesake, literally, Lishum Ezib Pania Lechavod Etzbo, for some rather um, um, turn for some other side reason for his own glory. Okay, and then what? That's a different story. The author is going to say, what does it mean if someone's serving shalom lishma, which is not the fact that he's not just arousing at some level of fear and love. It's another thing, and that we're going to get into. What is that? What is it? What happens if he's serving shalom lishma mamish? A different category. Okay. What happens then for his own? Then he's doing for his own sake, for his own glory, not for Hashem's sake. Could go meaning what? Leo Talmud Chacham. He wants to become a Talmud Chacham. Or something like that. He wants to become a scholar. Azai, then Otipinia, then that particular turn, that particular motive, Shemitzada, Klipa's Noga. That's Klipa's Noga. It's in the Klipa. It's not Kedusha, it's Klipa. The Klipa's Noga, meaning the middle Klipa, which is rectifiable. Milavesh's Pedoras, though, this is getting dressed up in his Torah. The Klipa is getting dressed up in the Torah. By Torah he became his goat, and so now the Torah is in aspect of exile. Tocha klipa, in the klipa, the fee, sha'ar, at least for that moment, for a period of time, until what? Ad asher yaseh teshuva, until he does teshuva, shemivia before the olam, that teshuva brings healing to the world. Teshuva brings healing to the world. Shebashuvu el Havaya, that he returns to Havaya, to Yud Kei Vav Kei. Gam Toraso Shabayimoi, that also his Torah returns with him. Ulachem, and therefore, Rabbi Seno Zikron Libracha, our sages of blessed memory said, Ba'ilam Yaser Gadam Choli, a man should always work in Torah and mitzvahs, even Shalalishma, the pasuk continues, because out of it being not for his name's sake, Lishma he comes to doing it for his sake, for his own sake. Ubavadai, and certainly Shibavadai, Sofo Lasso Teshuva. He says that certainly, two certainlys. At the end, so for his end, lasso to do teshuva, he's going to do teshuva, and ultimately, this time around or another time around, he's going to do teshuva. Kilo yidach yidach, because no one is pushed away from him, from Hashem. No one is ultimate, and people will come back. So, okay, continuing. So, now, new category. What if he doesn't do it for lishma. He's not doing it for Yud-Kei-Vav-Kei. And he's not doing shelo lishma for some pniya, for some exterior motive. He's not doing it either, but rather it's in the midst, neutral. He just does it. Lo lishma, shelo lishma, not for him, it's for God's sake and not for his own sake, or for not for God's sake. Ain't a davar tului b'tshuva. And that doesn't depend on teshuva, but rather b'yad shechoyzeh whether he made a davar zeh lishma. But what happens? He just has to go back and learn that thing that he was learning for his namesake, Havaya. Then what? Harigama shalamad v'stam. So that which he learned stam, just learn without an arousal of love and fear of Hashem, but not for some ulterior motive. Then what happens is when he learns it again, lishma mitchaber, it joins mitzaref and it partners up. Mitzaref and partners up the limud to the current time that he's learning, which is lishma. Zeparcha le'ela, and it goes up to Hashem. Ma'achar, since Shloli labesh dayan shum klipas noga, because when he did it in neutrally, it didn't dress up in any klipa. And therefore, la'olam yasu gadam, again, the author never repeats, and therefore, man should always work in Torah mitzvahs. Chudi, meaning even a little shalishma. So to note, the Torah that he studied will itself be elevated to the level of lishma. Because ultimately, when he does it lishma, then it will join up with the lishma learning. In this case, the lishma comes automatically when one reviews the studies. It is not contingent on tshuva, as if he had, which it would be if he was a shelo lishma. So too with tefillah, which doesn't not have in it kavanah, like the Zohar talks about. And so too, I guess he's saying this completes today's Tanya. So it's the final line of today's Tanya for Friday is, so too, tefillah bli kavanah, if you later daven those pieces with kavanah, so the former davening joins with it and goes up. Let's look at the final note from Rabbi Weinberg of the Friday portion. When one recites the prayer once again, the final note, so we're talking about davening. What happens if you daven and you did not have kavanah? So when you say the davening again, but this time with kavanah, like learning again, lishma, right? His earlier prayer ascends with it. Further in Tanya, the Alter Rebbe states that even if from all of one's prayers throughout the year, only one full prayer with kavanah can be assembled by pushing them all together for one part of a prayer said with kavanah one day and another part another day and so on. This one prayer is sufficient to elevate all the davenings of the entire year, or even where specific kavanah is lacking, the prayer is endowed with the comprehensive kavanah that one is praying to God. So that's an interesting final note, and that completes Friday's Tanya. We got Shabbos coming in, and the Shabbos before Shabbos Hagadol. May everyone be blessed from the Creator. Yeah. Look forward to seeing all of you and being all together in our hearts and physically together with the Gula Shlema right now. Kol Tuv, good Shabbos. See you on Yom Rishon.